Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here as the recording of this TGIF. It is Friday, January 3rd, 2025. Gotta make sure I state the year correctly because it is no longer 2024. It's 25. And I'm heading to Magic Kingdom. Very difficult to get in there today as a pass holder, getting reservations. The only thing that was available when I looked was Epcot. So I'm going to park at Epcot, scan in, walk up the monorail platform, go back out of Epcot without doing anything, get on the monorail platform, take the monorail over to TTC, and then from TTC to Magic Kingdom. 2 days from now will be the last day for over a year, maybe even longer than a year, for Big Thunder Mountain to be open. So this will be my last ride, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, assuming the wait times are decent enough where I can get in line and get on there. And then I'm going to see how hectic and busy and what a cluster you-know-what is at the end of the holiday season at Magic Kingdom. The wait times I'm pretty sure are going to be astronomical. Join me. Feeling it here. Join me. That was hot. Shall you? Heading under the archway. Actually, this will be my first visit to the Disney parks of 2025. This is a roundabout way of getting in the park for the sole goal of getting on Big Thunder Mountain for the last time for me of 2025. My first visit to the parks in 2025. And will be on my last ride on Disney World's Big Thunder Mountain Railroad in 2025. But in order to get in there, gotta scan it at Epcot first. There's a tow truck right over there. That's interesting. It's like 12:30 right now. Parked over here at Dory 415. That's Dory 115. I could take the tram. Look how far out I am though. All the way. They haven't started filling in the other side. Yeah, parked way out here. I'm just gonna walk. Or maybe I could take the tram. Why not? No, I'm gonna walk.
If your party has not crossed over those white poles, please do not do so, as we're calling for no further boarding at this time. For no further boarding, we'll have to wait for our next sister's tram, or just walk. Alright, everyone, on behalf of myself and my driver, let's thank you guys so much for coming out to Epcot today. Just like the reminders, Epcot will remain open until 9 p.m. And at 9 p.m. is that farm shell crossover for the Elvis, which can be seen from anywhere in the world shell pieces. And since your friends did park out in the Dory parking lot, that was Dory 414 or 415 in case we have already forgotten. Now is the time to write it down. If you would like a turn right back at the Dory parking lot, the lodge will be running until 11 o'clock tonight. Once again, 11 o'clock.
Alright, I am officially all scanned in, giving myself a cheers underneath Spaceship Earth. I made the mistake of going up to the top of the monorail platform, and I was getting ready to head over to TTC, and then I realized, you know what, I haven't scanned in yet, so I had to walk all the way back down, missing that monorail. But I had to make sure I scanned in, so I am now officially scanned in with my Magic Band, and now go back to get either on the monorail or the bus over to Epcot. This harebrained idea to head over to the bus area, who went back outside of security checkpoints over to the bus area. I think I'll just take the bus and avoid TTC completely. And then I realized, nope, there is no bus from Epcot to Transportation Ticket Center or Magic Kingdom, so you only can take the monorail. So I'm now walking back out to my car, and I'm going to drive over to Transportation and Ticket Center.
And Epcot will be open until 9 p.m., so that means your final opportunity to get your ride back out to your car will be 10:30 p.m.
I thought the buses went over there. You know what though? It's all part of the experience. I got all day. Could have gone back through the checkpoints, got in line for another monorail to go over to Transportation Ticket Center, and then get off that one, walk down the ramp, go back up, get on another one, over to Magic Kingdom. I just decided I'm gonna drive over to Magic Kingdom, do what I normally do, and just park there and go over to MK that way. Funny thing is, it's about 2 minutes until 1 p.m. At 2 p.m., you can park hop on weekdays, and since today is a weekday Friday, you can go into any of the parks, I should say, not park hop, but just go into any of the parks at 2 p.m. if you have an annual pass, which I do. So if I had just waited till 2 and rolled over to Magic Kingdom, I could have avoided all this, but I thought I'd get in there a little bit early, Thankfully, I'm able to go today because I was checking, just for the heck of it, Disneyland reservations. Holy cow, there are like none for like the next 2 weeks. Take a look at this if you were at Disneyland. I have the Inspire key. If I was out there trying to book, I couldn't book anything till the 13th. Like there's no way I'd even get in today. No park hopping, no DCA, no Disneyland. Wild. So at least here, you can snag something throughout the course of the day and park hop over, or at 2, 59 minutes from now, if you're a pass holder, just scan right in. Here's the temperature where I'm going to be going. Not too far from Epcot, but over at Magic Kingdom at 64 degrees. Sunset at 5:34. It's going to dip down a little cooler than that throughout the course of the day. Feels good. Haven't looked at the wait times for Magic Kingdom since this morning. Curious to see what they're at now, especially at 2 when all the pass holders scan in. I mean, it's at capacity now. The reservations are at capacity. But I can imagine at 2 when all the annual pass holders are allowed in, it's going to even get busier. And I'm one of them too. I'm one of the pass holders. Now that I'm thinking about it, the smartest thing would have been to go ahead and park over here at Transportation Ticket Center, take the monorail over to Epcot, scan in, then get back on the monorail and come back over. I think I'm overthinking this. But yeah, if I'd have done that, and it's a good thing here that I'm going to be at the end of my day here. I don't have to go all the way back over to Epcot, so I think I'm making the right choice. Actually, no choice is the wrong choice because either way I'm going in. We're at 322. Not sure which character that is, but 322. Take the little shortcut around this little berm that I hope one day becomes a platform for the Skyliner. Yeah, one can dream. I hear it. Through the trees. The pine trees and the swamps. There goes the monorail. That's the one going from Epcot. I decided to park over here. Go this direction. All about choices. And I get to see Heavy Metal Mickey, which I would not have seen if I'd have stayed on said monorail. So hello, Heavy Metal Mickey.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome aboard Monorail Orange. Our next stop is going to be the one and only Magic Kingdom. If you're standing, please allow those over handrails and never lean against the automatic doors. Thank you. Once again, welcome aboard your Highway in the Sky, Monorail Orange.
At this point,
Alright, Monorail Orange, I'm off. Also, you can't even buy a ticket today, so even if you're trying to buy a ticket, sold out. It looks like I'm going to be getting in the park around 1:30. It's 1:26 right now. Getting ready to have a crossing the streams of the monorails. Still going to get in there a half hour before 2 p.m. comes. Stay clear of the doors at all times. Not any specific time, at all times. Sometimes it's very cramped in here, though, that you have to stand next to the doors. But never lean against the doors. All right, going in. I collected my belongings. It is now 1:30. 1:30. Entering at 1:31. Here I leave today and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy in a circular form, not rectangle like the entryway into Disneyland, which says the exact same thing, but different signage, but same wording. There it is. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Climb aboard, hang on for the wildest ride in the wilderness. Only a couple more days left before it closes for the entire rest of the year, 2025, and into partial of 2026. Getting a peek down Main Street looks pretty hectic, but not too hectic. I checked the wait times momentarily, but first popping in as I look towards the castle on Main Street, popping into the Emporium over here. Check out some of the merchandise in the Emporium. There are some new colorful items all along here. Got a little Mickey. To be honest, I'm not sure if this is new, but the color red. I don't know if I've seen the red color. Also, yeah, I got to keep reminding myself that it is 2025. Isn't that wild? Isn't that so crazy that it is now 2025? It has been 25 years, a quarter of a century, since Y2K. What in the name of heck is time? Where's time going? Well, that is a sweet magnet right there, right? Okay, at 1:37, checking the wait times here. Looks like it's an hour and 15-minute wait for Big Thunder. That's kind of what I expected. 75 minutes for Pirates, though. Yeah, if I'm gonna wait 75 minutes for something, it's definitely gonna be one of the last days that Big Thunder Mountain is open. 50 minutes for Jingle Cruise, because they still have the Christmas stuff up here for a few more days. 60 minutes for Mansion. Let's see, Tron, which is now standby. 5 minutes shy of 2 hours. 75 minutes for Space Mountain. Space Mountain. But really, I have my sights set on this. A minute to win it. This is some merchandise that just came out. This is more like springtime summer vibes. It's like a summer shirt. I don't know if it's like a New Year shirt, but I like this right here. I like blue shirts. There's also this fanny package right here. And then there's also this little, well, not little, but there's also this windbreaker here, which is cute. Here, going to show this little scale model of the castle, and then I'm going to walk down Main Street again and get a little close view at the real castle. As I walk right down the middle of Main Street, USA. The castle here is just about 2 times the size of the one in California, Disneyland's castle. Not exactly. I mean, it's a little bit over and under of the twice the size, but let's just call it twice the size. Might be like 40% of the size or 60% of the size, Disneyland's I mean, versus this one. So let's just say twice the size if you're looking at both the castles. 2 different castles. All right, this is Crowds End Frontierland right there. You can hear the Liberty Bell off in the distance. All right, it's now 1:48. I was looking at Lightning Lane perhaps. Now the wait time for Big Thunder is now up to 85 minutes. The next multi-pass experience, which is the new version of Lightning Lane, is at 3:05, but it's also $35 to purchase that, to even take a chance that you could get on it in an hour and 15 minutes. Or I could just get in line and be on it by the time I would pay $35 to just get on it. There's the confirmation, $35 Lightning Lane multi-pass for $35 Magic Kingdom per guest. And that would get me to the front of the Lightning Lane line. I don't know. And that thing is, I'm worried if I was to pay the $35, like what happens if it's later than 3:05? Like what if it's all like some kind of a trick that it's going to be like 9 o'clock at night or something? It's gracious. This is the line. 85-minute line. Right here, there's the cast members with the signs. Oh, wow. What do I want to do? Pay the $35? Take a chance? Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just pay the $35. This is interesting. So by paying the $35, I can choose 3 Lightning Lane experiences for my party. The party is me, which would be Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. But take a look. I wouldn't even be able to add Jungle Cruise in, Peter Pan's Flight on there, Space Mountain on there, or Tiana's on there. Maybe because it's later in the day, or maybe they're just not available. But if I wanted to, I could go on Small World, Buzz Lightyear, Dumbo, Mad Tea Party, which I've done many times and usually don't have much of a wait. I'm not really interested too much in doing those. Even Mansion, so like, yeah, I could see it maybe if I could get on Mansion, but even Mansion is unavailable. So I'm gonna be paying $35 to possibly get on in an hour. I have to wait an hour and 5 minutes to possibly do a 3:05 for Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Or do I just wait in the regular line? That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. At least that way I get the experience of waiting in the regular line instead of coughing up $35 just to take a chance on getting on it in a couple hours. I mean, it could be just because it's the holiday crowds, or it also could be because it is the final days of this ride for the next year here at Magic Kingdom. Or it could just people want to get on the wildest ride in the wilderness. It's probably a combination. It's probably a combination of everything, but it stretches all down the bridge here. Also at 3 o'clock, there is a Festival of Fantasy parade. There are a lot of people will get out of line to watch fireworks. They might get out of line to watch the parade. So maybe I could kind of bet on that as being, maybe it'll go from 85 down to an hour? Or do I just get in line now? Oh, decisions. Might just wait a little bit. Let me just kind of soak it in, try to feel the vibe out and kind of see maybe if this will dissipate. See how it is in another half hour, which I don't think it's going to dissipate too much, but give it some thought. Interesting, after this reopens, It would have probably already started on the Villains Land, the What's Behind Big Thunder Mountain Railroad at Disney World announcements on D23, which are going to stretch back all over there. Because this thing's going to be closed for a while. I don't believe it being closed has anything to do with the What's Behind Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. But you never know. In fact, I don't even know why it's closing down. I'm not sure, but it is. The thing I do know, however, for the last couple years, at least for the last year. Also, there's my shadow waving at myself. These geysers have not been working for a while. Here's a good place to get a photo. It's known as the photo spot. I should get a photo here to document it for posterity. The end of Big Thunder Mountain Railroad for all 2025, even though 2025 just started. I've got the little boats going over Tom Sawyer Island right over there. This will be going away in the not so distant future. Actually, that's the most people I've seen on Tom Sawyer Island. It's so long. Oh my gosh, they have two. Oh wow, this is something. Look at this. I have not seen the not canoes, but the boats go over to that side of to this thing, the Mike Fink spot. Well, this is the Mike Fink spot right here. So you got the Mike Fink's boats. But the windmill, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on the word windmill, but usually they don't go over to there. They usually just load over here. But it's so busy today that you have two different spots. This is very rare. This is very rare to see one of the boats pull up over there. I get excited when something is different because a lot of times it's just kind of everything's par for the course. Very neat. Sad trombone. 201 now. I thought, you know what? Let me look into doing the Lightning Lane multi-pass. They're all gone. No more multi-pass experiences for Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. However, it has dipped down to 50 minutes. What the heck is going on? 50 minutes now? We went from 85 to 50 and no Lightning Lane? This is all very, very confusing. All right, so it looks like it's going to be standby for me. I can do 50. 85 is a little much, but 50, I have no problem waiting 50 minutes for one of my favorite attractions on both coasts. Especially since I'm not going to be able to ride this thing the rest of the year. Isn't that wild to even think about? Isn't that the wildest idea in the wilderness? I don't know where I was going with that. All right, there's the riverboat, Rivers of America there. Okay, the line has dissipated just a little bit, not a whole lot, but they have changed their tune of 85 minutes to 50 minutes, which really is not a big deal at all. 50 minutes. We have the sign right there stating so. 50 minutes. Give it a few more moments. I might go walk around for just a little bit. I'm going to see. It's 2:05 now. I'm going to wait till about 2:30 to make my decision. I'm going to wait till 2:30 to make my decision. If it dissipates is the word of the day. If it dissipates, less than 50 minutes. Who knows if that's even accurate? Because it's like 25 people less than the 85-minute wait. So I don't know. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you just gotta pull the cord and get in line to see what happens. It's all part of the experience. Kind of interesting that the final days just so happen to be on basically the biggest, most packed holiday time frame of the year. People still here from Christmas and into New Year's. Parks are capacity. You can't even buy single tickets. You can't even. You can't book a reservation if you're a pass holder without doing the park hopping thing because they were kind of gone by the beginning of the day or the end of the day or beforehand. Had to do the whole Epcot first and then park over here thing. But it just makes it more of a challenge to do Big Thunder before it closes for the entire year during the busiest days that there are known to man in the parks. Right over there. Got to make my decision here in a few minutes and decide what I'm doing. All right, it's 2:26, 60-minute wait, they're saying. So I've gotten in line, and I got a little refillable popcorn bucket here. I'm not sure if this is a New Year popcorn bucket, but the most magical place on earth with long waits. All right, there is the 2:25 is when I got in. A minute later, 2:26. I'm going to start chowing down on this popcorn and timing this out. All right, shifting over here now. Shifting everybody over this direction. At least I got popcorn and Dasani water. I got the line stretching down that direction, but I think something is wrong because the line has stopped moving for the last 5 minutes. I've already engulfed a little bit of that, so I don't know why the line stopped moving now. No, truthfully, I don't even mind waiting in line over in Frontierland. There are worse ways to spend the day than waiting in line in Frontierland. I love it over in here. And it's moving. It's starting to move again. Slowly but surely. And I'm not in direct sun. There's a little bit of shade here. So yeah, not too bad to get these fantastic views while you wait. And popcorn. All the steam things. Just heard the train give a little toot. Heard the boat give a little whistle. And again, yeah, it's all part of the wonderful experience here. It is flowing pretty quickly. Well, not quickly, but it is flowing at a minimal pace. It's been about a half hour stretching outside from out into the shade of the trees and into the sun, and then continues along, wraps around a lot of double, triple, quadruple backs, and even going into areas that I've never waited in line for Big Thunder before. Really, I've already been in line for pretty much like a half hour already. It's already been 30 minutes. It's been half of an hour. And now I am underneath this little area, which is kind of nice. It's in the shade again, but it's out of the elements underneath this little section here with these fans. So you got the fans up top right there, overlooking at the line. There's a 30-minute wait out there, and then continues on. So I'm probably going to have, I'm guessing I'm not even in the regular queue yet. I haven't even gotten in the line, which usually once you reach this point, it's like 45 minutes from there, maybe even an hour. So this might be on par to be an 80-minute wait time. You can see it stretches up the side of the hill. And then that's really where the internal queue begins with the theming and everything. And this is the exterior queue. What I'm in, I don't even know what you would refer to this as. I mean, it is themed, but it's not an area that usually has any people in it. I've already polished off my first section of popcorn, and I was kind of thinking I would get lucky to be able to go past this other popcorn stand, which is right here, because the line does not go in front of it, so I'd have to get out of line to get a refill. And it's also $2.25 now for the refills on this. I think it used to be $1, and now I think it's like $2.25 to get a refill. But at some point I might get another one, might get off the ride. 35 minutes, and I'm now made it into the pre-queue here as you walk up. And now I'm in it to win it. I can't imagine too much of the theming changing, but you never know what they have up their sleeve for all of this. This upside down minecart, the little cacti over there. Was that a hidden Mickey right there? Is that a hidden Mickey made out of gears, maybe? The throngs of people waiting to get to the point I'm at now, and also another one of the ferry boats. A riverboat, not ferry boats. Riverboats are going by. Finally made it up to evil Tony Baxter version. Kind of see it. You got the light right here, kind of silhouetted out, show it a little different. So Imagineer Tony Baxter created this ride, this attraction. He has a sweet mustache. I mean, I don't think it's supposed to be evil Tony Baxter, but I always refer to that. He's got a little scepter right there in his hand. Will the Apple Dumpling Gang make the cut on the refurb? Time will tell. Tim Conway and Don Knotts right there.
Your wait time down to is out of your minimum. Once down the line, please ensure the loaded pass number, the total number in your party. Once you come, please keep up with that person in front of you. All time donations are available.
All right, it's been 55 minutes.
Thank you.
Right now, 55 minutes. I'm at this point looking up at Evil Baxter. It looks like it's going to be kind of right about an hour wait, which honestly, it's really not that bad. An hour, I can handle an hour. Anything over an hour starts to get tedious, but yeah, not bad, an hour. I asked to sit in the back, and they said just stand up against the wall next to the trash can. I'm going to see You Be Daring is going to take off, and then I'm going to get to go load in the back. Right, it's happening. It's happening. Popcorn bucket in hand. I gotta get a refill when I'm off. My last ride on Big Thunder for 2025 and my first of 2025. pigs. The one on the trade. Last look at Mr. Bones. Those guys are there working. Awesome. One and only ride on this for me for 2025. Crazy to think about. A little time to get over here, doing the whole park hopping thing from Epcot. Confusion over there where I didn't scan in, then I had to get off the monorail platform and then try to find the bus and then do that. Then took my own personal vehicle, drove over to TTC, then took the monorail from TTC to Magic Kingdom. Waited an hour, about an hour-ish. I think it was exactly an hour. Again, my one and only ride on Big Thunder Mountain of 2025. We'll try to let that sink in. Did it. Here's more of those geysers that haven't been working for a while. It could be the reason they're going to be some downtime and then maybe some other subtle repairs. See what happens. And I'm sure in 2026 when it reopens, I will be riding on it once again. I'll be best removing them, even though I did leave my glasses on. I didn't have a hat to take off. But if you're wearing hats or glasses, as the old prospector says, you best remove them. You know, when I say that when I'm on the attraction, it makes sense, but when I'm standing out here by myself at the exit, people are staring at me when I say it that way. It's kind of awkward. Really glad the attraction did not go down, because Tiana's has gone down. So that little somebody just sneezed beside me. Somebody. This right here means Tiana's is down. 75 minutes now for Big Thunder. That would stink to wait an hour in the line, and then it went down. Also, speaking of things that are now currently down, Tron is also. They're still sneezing. So just move out of the way. Whenever e-ticket attractions like that shut down, it means other popular attraction lines get super, super, super long. So Mansion, which usually is kind of the line stops right there on a busy day, wraps around, double backs, triple backs, and goes all the way down that direction. Very busy over in Fantasyland. They have a cast member here with a keep right sign right here. You very rarely will see that happen. Usually you can free flow either side, but they're alerting everyone to stay on either side they're walking on. What to do next, or should I even continue trying to do other things, because it is very, very busy. I set out for the goal and accomplished it and did Big Thunder. But I do believe popcorn refill is in order. If I can find a popcorn stand. Oh, coming by. The Beast Castle up there on the hill. Oh wow, you know it's busy when Raceway has a lengthy outdoor queue line. Look at this. This is Raceway. This is the line for Raceway. It's never like that. It's always just, like 20 minutes. Look at this outdoor queue for Raceway. Honestly, I think I might just start heading out. I think everything else is going to be such a lengthy time, wait time. Really don't know if I would have popped in today if it wasn't for the last chance I would get to go on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. So I did it. And I'll battle the crowds on the way out down Main Street. Back over to my car. TTC. It's wild, as busy as it is. There is absolutely no line for the spring rolls over here at the cusp of Adventureland. I'm gonna get some spring rolls. For $9.50 you can get one of each, or you can get two. If you want to do $9.50 for two of the cheese or two of the pepperoni, I'm going for one of each for $9.50. Over here, yeah, I'm surprised there's like nobody. I guess everybody's in line for the attractions and the rides. Oh yeah, absolutely the shortest wait time ever. There's another one tucked underneath there. Got the two dipping sauces. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Completely walked right up. Usually this line, even on a normal day, is like a 10 to 15 minute wait. Not today. Not today. Listen for the crisp. Listen for the bite. I'm at Epcot right now at Food and Wine at one of the festivals. Dipping into there. I was not expecting to have a walk up on the spring rolls. Again, right here at the cusp of Adventureland. I was thinking about going over and getting a Dole Whip, and then I was like, holy cow, there's nobody in line for the spring rolls. What are the odds after all those wait times? The two of them, I think I prefer the hamburger one. Pepperoni was good. I think the hamburger one with this dipping sauce right here, whatever this dipping sauce is top tier. Pepperoni is good, but the hamburger and this dipping sauce, love it. All right, that topped off my Big Thunder experience. Oh, there goes a duck flying by really quickly right over there. Oh, look at the bird, look at the seagulls up here. Hey, Hitchcock would be proud. Come on, selling this old, outdated merch. All this outdated merch in here in the import. I kid, of course, but yeah, 2024. It's 2025, gotta get with the times. Gotta get with the times, Emporium. 2025, I got a couple of these the other day. I believe I got a Stitch one, and I think I got this one that has all of them. So I got my 2025 pins for the year. There's a few more. Looks as if a few more have come out since then. Also, here's a 2025 Magic Band. If you want to have 2025 on your wrist. I've still got the same Magic Band that I got when the Magic Band Pluses came out. The day I tested them out. That's the same one. I bought one other one, but I never wear the other one. I always wear this one. This not only is a fun find, but it's a fun find under $25 right there. Magical find. It's a magical find. 2025 merch. There's a glow lanyard right there. You also got the ears. If you want to celebrate the year, this full year that has just started, just do not celebrate the fact that you'll be able to ride Big Thunder Mountain throughout the course of the year, because that is going to be gone. Gone. But if you're watching this and you want to come out here and do it, make sure you do it before Sunday. Sunday is the last official day here, from what I was reading, of Big Thunder Mountain at Walt Disney World for the rest of the year. So get it in before Sunday at close. So by close, the Magic Kingdom on Sunday night, that'll be your last chance. And if you really want this is still available. I did it. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Right there. The wildest ride in the wilderness. This poster was made in 1979. Right there. That was the year the poster was created. I saw the goat. Look how extreme this looks too. So you got it coming over the top. I mean, that is quite the ascension. So like this would be the angle of how it would look as the other train comes above. Busting out of there, right there, going around this turn, and then up the steepest incline known to man, which is a little exaggerated. You don't go quite up this extreme incline like that. This is supposed to be Rainbow Ridge over here, which is like kind of a nod to the one at Disneyland. There's a little portion of that here too as well, but it's kind of a mix-up of both coasts, perhaps? I don't know. Nonetheless, I did it. See you next year. See you 2026 Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. I'll be waiting. All right, monorail blue. I gotta jump on this real quick. Gotta jump on this real fast. Exited off the monorail. Back to my car. The sights and sounds of Disney World. Really a wonderful place. feel so comfortable and at home here, just because I've been here so many times. A lot of nostalgia and just the ambiance, the vibe, just a little bit. Right, Mickey? Right, Mickey? I didn't realize they brought this back. They used to do this years ago. They have something called the Family of the Day. Look at that. It's been a long time since I've seen that little washboard here, but evidently you can be a Family of the Day. Pretty neat. I forgot all about that. I don't think I've seen that in probably 3 or 4 years, 5 years. A couple goose right there. The peaceful side of Walt Disney World. The parking lot. And that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over.